Go ahead and call this meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Mr. Merriman?
Here.
Mr. Mattern?
Here.
Dr. Scarpone?
Present.
Fiscal Officer, Ms. Profit, present. Solicitor, Mr. Lynn?
Present.
Mayor Mike Petrella?
Present.
Administrator, Mr. Kasegi?
Present.
Mr. DeStefano?
Here.
Mr. Spence?
Here.
Mrs. Dameron? Absent.
Will everyone please stand for a moment of silence in the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Council, we would need a motion to approve our minutes from our last council meeting, May 27th, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Merriman?
Yay.
Mr. Mattern?
Yay.
Dr. Scarpone?
Yay.
Mr. DeStefano?
Yay.
Mr. Spence?
Yay.
All right. Council, tonight we have TGS Energy and Data Company. I believe we have a few representatives. If you guys want to come up, now would be the time to talk.
Thank you all. My name is Kyle Ayers, and I brought a couple of my co-workers with me here tonight as well. But I'm with a company called TGS, Novak Geophysical Company, which is a 3D seismic exploration company. And its objective is to map out the subsurface geology under an area and to aid in oil and gas development and drilling of wells in that area. So the product that we produce for the oil company is a detailed geological map, if you will, of what the rock layers look like, and they'll utilize that image in their drilling program to make sure that when they drill vertically and then go horizontally, that they stay in the production zone of those formations. And so that's very important to the oil companies to maximize the production and the profitability of each well that they do. And more wells are being drilled using this data because it's like a map of how to get from here to Texas, right? It tells you exactly how deep you need to be, how you need to steer those wells as you go along. So the project we're doing in this area is a 60 square mile project, and it encompasses Wintersville, Steubenville, and some surrounding areas around the city, all the way over to the river. And for us to be able to produce this image, there's different phases of the operation, but essentially there's a permitting aspect. We'll go and talk to landowners and get permission to go on their property and survey. So surveying is the next step, where we would go out and map out houses and where we need to put some of the equipment. The next portion of the operations would be to deploy some of the equipment. So what we use is just like an ultrasound. So we send out an acoustic sound wave into the earth, and we have receivers or sensors placed on the surface, and it picks up that information, that acoustic information, and we're able to produce a map of what the geology looks like. And so after we deploy the sensors, we have trucks that we would need to drive on the roads that send the acoustic sound wave into the earth. And then after a period of time, we come and we pick up those sensors, and the job is done. So I don't know, we presented everyone, I think, with a request form, but we would be requesting to utilize certain roads in the village to drive on with these trucks and send that acoustic wave into the earth, and put some of these sensors maybe in right-of-ways as well. But we would be talking to landowners as well in conjunction with this process. So I know you guys probably have a lot of questions about what this would be, and we're more than available to come meet with you guys at any time, talk to you, answer any questions you have, or whatnot.
There's stuff in your packets here on that. All the equipment and everything.
Yep. Good job. And I don't know if you have anything else to supplement?
Not a lot, but
It's a big truck.
this is work that has been done all over Ohio. So it's new to Steubenville and Wintersville, but there was 3D images north of here and south of here. And if you ever look at the website for a lateral drilling, it's all where these images reside. Because if they don't have the image, they're blind and they come out of the target zone, and then they're drilling for a percentage of their drill bit is out of the zone and no production, right? So the good thing about the laterals is they've got longer, so they can be further away from the population, up to 4 miles away now in each direction, so they don't have to be in the cities or anywhere near the cities. And also, because it is a lateral instead of a vertical well, it spreads the well. Everybody along that lateral gets paid money. So more people benefit from the production in a lateral well than ever before with a vertical. It's like one family benefits, right? So we can show you maps where the laterals are, north and south of you. We've shot data all the way down to Marietta, starting in Alliance, Ohio, and we were in Youngstown. I wasn't in Youngstown. I've shot personally over 1,400 square miles of 3D seismic in the state of Ohio. Been for 12 years. So we can answer your questions, we can show you demonstrations, we can show you equipment. We wanted to approach the city to get your understanding of what we're doing as we're approaching private landowners, right? Because you might start getting phone calls and questions, but we've all been doing this for quite a long time. Whatever information you need, we're here to answer any questions and present the information.
How long does it take?
It
So,
could be like 40 days.
well, I mean, when you're using the roads to send the sound, so would you be blocking off roads?
Yes,
And,
about 36 seconds in
Okay.
one spot, and then moving forward another 36 seconds as they put the sound wave down. So we do use police escorts. We like to use whatever local personnel we can obtain, right? And we've been in, or I don't know exactly which city, but the city police did not support us whatsoever, so they had the county sheriff support us. But we like to get people to help to pay, bring more money into the economy, right, where we work, right? So if you have the personnel, we love to have the local police.
We prefer that as well.
Yeah, but I think it was Cambridge that supported, and they ended up using the sheriffs and the deputies instead of the city. But, yeah, we'd love to do that. And we don't have a payment in our forms because we don't know what you would allow us to use. So once we understand if we can use roads, what roads, then we would pay customary amounts of money for that usage, right? So without knowing whether or not we could do anything, we have to come up with any kind of fund.
Well, just so we don't get a million phone calls, we're not drilling anything in the village of Wintersville,
Correct.
because that's going to be the first question everybody asks.
Yeah, and we can set up a 1-800 call-in number if you want us to. We'll take as much burden. We don't want to put burden on you at all. So we can do newspaper articles. We have flyers that we can give out, so we can let people know what we're doing.
Ask them.
And you said that, like Dr. Scopone said, these trucks are pretty big size. These are ones that are going to be driving through the neighborhoods. First of all, you have to get our okay to do this first.
Right.
Okay, so then if we do go ahead and allow it, what are the, like you said, what are the intervals of these trucks driving through the neighborhoods?
Every 220 foot, they'll stop and send that sound wave. So the grid that we have planned is, it's a 220 grid going east-west and then a quarter mile going north-south. So they're a quarter mile apart, but they'll be on the roads, so there'll be hopefully roads, quarter mile spacing, so they'll be moved all over the place.
And we can get you a map of which roads we would like to use, and then we can talk to you, and you can tell us what roads you have concerns with us using, and then we can work together so that we're not going places that you don't want us to do.
My next question is, not to interrupt you, but what if these are sizable trucks on some of our smaller roads here? What if there's damage done from the weight of these trucks? Because these are pretty big boys here.
Yeah, so in other places, we've done rumors.
Okay. Yes, we're familiar with that.
More than happy to enter into one of those.
Okay. If you can enter in that, then
Are you only blocking off one lane of a road if it's a 2-lane road, or?
Yeah, so we'd have like traffic control folks walking ahead and behind, controlling traffic, plus we'd have the police with us as well to help make it safer for everybody. And then it's a moving operation, so they're not gonna be on one street
Yeah.
for very long. 'Cause, they drive down to the end of the street, stop every, 5 minutes for a minute or so, and then once they get to.
How long do you anticipate this would take in Wintersville?
So, yeah, a couple weeks,
3-4
yeah.
weeks at the most.
So is it,
You might see us doing some of the mapping, because we,
But with the trucks and everything, it'd probably be a couple of weeks, a month. But it's not necessarily, it's only gonna be on certain roads. You're not gonna, it's not gonna be citywide.
When do you plan to do this?
that's kind of stuff in the air, because we just wanted to talk to the cities. This is kind of, we want to do it this year. But whether that's September, October, November, December, January,
So-
that's kind of to be decided as we work through the process of how long it will take to prepare and get the infrastructure mapped and the permissions from all the landowners. There's like 15,000 people, I think, inside the project area.
So we have a team of people, just like oil and gas companies do with the land, that go and talk to landowners. So we have people outside of the village, outside of the city, talking to those folks in the 60 square mile area. Plus, once we come into the village and cities, there's a lot of folks we have to talk to in here as well. So that all takes time to do, plus then we have to survey with surveyors where the equipment's gonna go, and work with cities about infrastructure, or roads, or residents, and figure all that out. So we'd ideally like to have this, the end of the year, is what we're shooting for, to do this work.
And you're doing it from trucks, or you're gonna use property? Because you just said
Well,
equipment.
Both, right? So the sensors, it's a grid network across the 60 square miles. So we would use the trucks on the roads, and we'd use private property to put these sensors out every, 200 feet in a line.
How large are your sensors?
They are the
That's-
size of a,
okay.
coffee can.
now,
And they just listen, all they do.
when the trucks go around, do they go around one time, or is this continuous, like mapping?
They'll be, they'll go down that road.
That street one time, and then, and get on another street one time?
But I want to be clear that sometimes, because we're 60 square miles of area, and we start up in Toronto, and we move our way down, that doesn't mean that as we move our way down, we're not going to go back down, drive down a road. We won't put any energy down it again, but sometimes you have to drive down another road to get back to where you're working, right?
They shouldn't be going down dead-end roads or cul-de-sacs or anything like that. Most of what she's talking about is like, we gotta get from over
Travel.
here, back over to over here where we need to continue to work.
Right.
So we'll be like traversing those areas on like state and county roads.
Okay.
The energy will be one time.
And the ultimate goal here for us to let you do this for our residents is if they put these meters or whatever in their yard, they get paid for that.
Yeah, on their private property, yeah.
On the proposal, this permit request, is that pretty much the description of the project you or want to undertake? Is that correct? And is this posted online for anybody to see? I mean, is this going to change at all?
Subject to whatever
Subject to whatever
you guys
change?
wanna negotiate or talk about.
The track and legal descriptions, those are homes where, or properties that you want to place your coffee can. Is that correct?
So those are the village's properties.
Those are your properties.
Yeah, so on all those properties, and the largest property I think you have is
13
this
acres.
area.
It's right here. Yep.
So it would be one to put all those sensors out, and then maybe use a truck or two in the driveway, you know, coming down here. And
Whatever we can do once we map it out.
yeah.
I got it. So all these properties and acreages in this is the village properties. It's not somebody's home or something at this point.
Nope.
But you'll be reaching out to the residents to do additional coffee canning.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we just don't know when that's going to happen. You're just hoping it's by the end of the year. Yeah. Do you have an idea of where you want to go? Like if I look at this map, I see red dots and blue dots and
Yeah, we can get you a more precise map of
of what you're trying to.
The red dots and the blue dots are the grid to get the best image. And I tell people, if you think about an EKG, right? They put those little cold sticky things on your chest or cavity, and then they put energy, sensors, sound waves through you, and they receive it. If you put all of those over here, you're not going to get a good image of the heart. So they space them out, and that's our grid to get the best image down at depth, right?
I got you.
So
So.
we pre-plot, and it gets all moved.
So the red and the blue dots are the grid, and the grid that hits our village is already posted in here.
It's to be planned by what roads you allow us. So the red dots are the energy. So those will be all moved to roads or parking lots or wherever we can get permission to put those. We try to get at least 80% of them. We know we can't get 100%, so we hope to get 75, 80% of the red ones. The blue ones are just the little coffee cans. We usually get 90% of those because they're benign, right? So it's all based on permissions.
Okay.
Yeah, so we would like to talk to you guys about more specific which roads we would potentially like to use. You guys can tell us yes or no or whatever. And then if we can agree to, yes, you guys want to do this, we can provide you a map of actually surveyed locations. And then you can say, we don't want this one here, you know, we
And
don't
the-
like
and
that.
the
And we
unit-
can remove them, yeah.
And the unit, even though it's on a big truck, the unit itself that puts the energy in is a 4x4 foot pad. So we can give you the exact location of where that's going to be. And that's where the energy starts, right? And that's where you want to make sure that that's placed in a safe location. So, and most people think it's the whole truck, but the whole truck is just carrying the weight. The unit itself is pretty small.
How, there's a process in place to announce where you'll be and when you may be as this plan develops further, you know, so you'll be able to tell, hey, Terra Manor residents will be in this area or about this time or whatever, so, okay.
Is the sound audible to animals or just straight through?
The energy sound is not audible to
Okay.
the body, but the truck sound is like a garbage truck. So
Okay.
The truck sound that it generates to make the energy.
Are you just gonna work normal working hours of the trucks or?
They typically work 7 days a week, so I don't know if that's how that, I don't know how they normally need it.
They're not working at night, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe if we go in January, we might be in the dark. Because we usually work till 7 p.m.
Well, that's
But we
okay.
can work with restrictions.
That's okay.
School zones, and we have shutout times and dates. Everybody is a landowner's unique, and so we're here to learn. And that's how we do our best job, is learning from you guys what we need to know to make sure we do the best we can to be extremely safe. It doesn't help us to do any kind of damage whatsoever in any city, and we work a lot of cities. So it can be done, you just have to have the information.
And we don't want to cause, you know, a ton of landowners.
Yeah.
We do not. So public notices may be helpful. You tell us what works for your village.
Have you guys already spoke to the city of Toronto?
Toronto?
Not yet.
Steubenville. We started with Steubenville.
Okay.
So you're actually, I'm sorry, the second. Steubenville is first.
And this process has no effect on any landowner that either leases or have sold their mineral rights. Okay.
And I think we need to be clear that for us to occupy the surface, which is what's required to do our work, we have to get the surface owner's permission. To do the image, which is a subsurface, three-dimensional image, we have to have 100% on the mineral owner's permissions. So every single mineral owner on the project will be contacted, see if they agree or not agree. So, and that could be 110%, because we might
That's a lot of
sold
work.
our minerals off.
That's a lot of work.
Right.
100%, it might be 110% to get the mineral.
So you'll have to contact that company that purchased the mineral rights from that landowner.
Person,
Yeah.
a lot of them are individuals, right?
Yeah.
And if we don't, that piece of the image is black, like that.
Or if it's leased to an oil company, we contact the oil company, and they can give us permission as well.
Yeah, if it's leased. Yes. So I just want to make sure you understood that we do contact a lot of people,
Yeah, there's lots of
permissions to get. Yeah, but it has no effect on the subsurface ownership, or doesn't extend leases, or has no effect on any of that whatsoever.
And just to keep everybody on the same page, because like I said, people will call when they see this meeting, there's going to be no drilling, and this is just to get seismic pictures. For, what are these going to be used for in the future?
They're used for drilling lateral wells.
Okay.
Oil companies.
So,
Like an MRI,
so that is coming to this area of the lateral drilling?
you got it north of you and you got it south of you.
We already signed our mineral rights.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure everybody knew it.
Yes.
Well, it's not our side of the story, but they probably would not come without an image. Because where there's not images in the state, there's not many laterals. Because
Okay.
it's just too risky. I tell people, macroly, everything looks pretty flat and everybody predicts, oh, I can tell you where to put this and where to put that. But when you start looking microscopically at these rock layers, they undulate. And I had a geophysicist, and we have a picture, I don't know if it's in the package or we can bring it. He shows where it went, and the 3-mile lateral, he would have come out of that lateral twice had he not had seismic data. And that's an image that we can provide and, show people. And we're definitely here to educate people, because it may be coming, right? Because we've been contacted to create an image. Somebody wants it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, if y'all need a meeting or anything else, please let us know. We'll be here for months. Jimmy's one of the resident permit agents that are here contacting landowners.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. All right. Is there anyone else wishing to appear before council this evening? All right. Turn it over for our ordinances and resolutions to Solicitor Lynn.
The first ordinance is ordinance number 2026-26, an ordinance providing for amending and revising the appropriations of expenditures for the village of Wintersville for the calendar year 2026 and declaring an emergency.
Motion to suspend the rules.
I thought we weren't going to make this an emergency. I thought that we were going to read it the first time, have a...
This is this is a different one. This is not the garbage ordinance. This is something that from the fiscal officer.
Oh, okay.
I'll stick with the motion to suspend the rules.
I'll second it.
Mr. Merriman?
Yeah.
Mr. Matter?
Yay.
Dr. Scarpone?
Yay.
Mr. DeStefano? Mr. Spence?
Yay.
Motion to approve ordinance 2026-26.
Second.
Mr. Merriman?
Yeah.
Mr. Matter?
Yay.
Dr. Scarpone?
Yay.
Mr. DeStefano?
Yay.
Mr. Spence?
Yay.
And next is Village of Wintersville, Ohio, ordinance number 2026-27. An ordinance amending chapter 955 of the codified ordinances of the Village of Wintersville, chapter 955, garbage and rubbish disposal, specifically sections 955.01, 955.05, and 955.06. This is a first read, and if you wanted to discuss it, that would be appropriate at this time, too.
Yeah, this is the one that you said it was 4 pages long.
Yes.
I think it would be a good idea for the Streets and Sanitation Committee to meet on it and then bring it back to council since it's so lengthy. That way they can get their meeting out of the way for the
Yeah,
end
it
of
looks
the
as printed. It only printed out as 3 pages. It looks like it is correct, just so everybody knows there is not a missing 4th page here. But this is dealing with garbage and rubbish disposal, specifically requiring containers for trash rather than putting out just garbage bags. If you want to speak on it more, Mr. Spence?
No, just as long as all the garbage was in plastic bags.
I don't know if you wanted to call a meeting for sanitation also, too?
Yeah, I think the sanitation committee should meet and discuss it, and we can have a meeting on that.
I would say, real quick, that it might be, 3 pages here, but once you get everything that's crossed off out of here, it's probably only, a front and back. It sounds like you're showing what the ordinance once said, and we're changing the whole thing in a way, rewording it. So I don't think it's a real huge permit on this. Now, this is requiring us to have, if I read it right, and we'll have a meeting, a container shall be a plastic or steel container no larger than 96-gallon capacity with tight-fitting lid, 2 handles, or bales. What's a bale?
I believe it's just another, helps you, it's the same thing as a hand, just another term for a handle for flipping it over.
All right.
But this will require, no longer will you be able to put out just a bag of garbage.
Yeah, that happens a lot in the village.
And there's a lot of, so that is what this does. So that's why I wanted you guys to look at it.
Yeah.
We're not gonna let them put regular garbage bags outside?
This would be
Or
just,
just in-
you'd have to put them inside a container. Or a
I thought you
trash
guys were
can.
I thought you guys were just changing it to trash bags.
I think you
I thought
already
you were
have
changing it
that.
to just any trash in a can has to be in a bag.
Right.
Well, yes and no. Sometimes people put the bags out at night, animals get into them, and it's all over the street by the time the street department gets there.
I think we need to have a meeting.
Yeah.
I would discuss that a
Yeah.
little further there.
But there is several residents that don't use trash bags that cost nothing, and they just throw their trash in a can, and then it gets flipped over, and there's garbage everywhere.
And that's
Well,
what we won't
that
I
pick
could
up.
drive around right now.
That part I agree
There's
with.
about 20
The
places
bag
to have.
thing,
No bags.
Yeah, my neighbors
bag
put
thing's a
out
little
bags,
much.
but
I can
everything's
put out
in
bags.
bags. And
Right.
Put it out the day of when they leave for work. So,
Exactly. So they have to deal
I
with
don't know.
cans.
I think, yeah. Okay.
all right. Anything else on that ordinance?
Jake, real quick, was there any reference, I didn't see it in here, was there any reference to fines or, violations if they don't use a can, or violations of, is there any?
It would all drop down to the same one it already does. So if you're violating the ordinance, it's just like, I believe it's a,
Okay.
It's not a criminal matter. It's a civil fine. So there is a fine. I can't remember what it is all the way. It's for any type of violation, the same way as if you were to put something in the cans right now, like yard waste, which you're not allowed to do under the current ordinance. It would be the same violation as that.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
Do we want to schedule a meeting?
Yeah, you
I think,
can discuss that further.
Yeah. Jason's the chair. Dr.
I don't even have my calendar with me. I'll sit down, and who else is on it?
Penny,
Me and
Dr.
Carmen.
Scarpone, and Carmen.
I'll get a hold of you two guys and figure something out to review this. I don't have my calendar tonight.
That's fine. All right. Thank you, Jake. Moving on to announcements. Cedar One is providing hot dogs for homes fundraiser to benefit Jefferson County Humane Society and the Animal Shelter Saturday, June 13th, 2 to 5 p.m. at the Edward P. LeMay Community Dog Park. Bulk pickup has started. Guys did a great job this past Monday. So next Monday, June 8th, anyone that has Wednesday's trash pickup, your bulk pickup is this coming Monday, June 8th. Thursday's trash pickup, you will be Monday, June 15th. And if your normal trash pickup is Friday, you will be Monday, June 22nd. If there's anyone wishing to take over our summer parks program, Nicole has some personal issues going on. She just informed us she's not going to be able to run it this year. We are actively going to try to find someone to run it, so hopefully we can continue the parks program for the kids. We will get some further information on that, but if anyone's interested in running the parks program, please call us here at the village. FOP Lodge 97's annual golf outing will be June 14th at Spring Hills Golf Course. That's the end of the announcements. Moving on to reports and communications. I will give the police report at next month's meeting. Natalie had a death in her family. She was not here most of the week. I do have the code enforcement. For the month of May 2026, we had 9 licenses for $675, 17 permits for $835, bringing the total to $1,510. All right, Mr. Lockhart is not here. Charlene?
Good evening, Mayor and council members. Still Valley fares and pass sales are down 23.1% as of the end of April 2026. Overall, expenses have increased by 21.6%. with the addition of 5 new buses and an increase in the healthcare premium beginning in September 2025. Overall ridership is up 7.9% year-to-date from last year. Okay. Scheduling and dispatch software update. Motor routers will be installed on all buses. Go Bus route continues to be running great. Riders going to Columbus and coming back have been the biggest success. Surveillance camera systems will be installed by June 3rd, 2026. Tim Turner, transit manager, added that the community supports Still Valley so much that it may be a shuttle permission resource for the county fair. P.R. Laison. Still Valley has come up with the idea of hiring a spokesman to promote community activities. A job description will be posted. For example, like they feel like it's not enough advertisement for things going on in the valley in Jefferson County, so that's why they're coming up with this. Auditor of State, Still Valley received this award for excellence in financial recording. Scrap bus bids. Still Valley has 2 more scrap buses. One bus is 11 years old and the other 13 years old. The board approved for these bids to take place. Okay, and the last thing, I don't know if you're aware of it, Mayor, but they have it. He announced, Tim Turner announced it, Saturday, June 13th, will be an event at Jim Woods from noon till 9 p.m. featuring Steubenville Mayor and Wintersville Mayor Challenge. You know anything about that?
Yeah, that was a complete misprint by a young man who thought he contacted both of us. It's been handled. Yeah, that is false information there.
Okay, it's not gonna happen.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
All right, well, that's my
I
report.
appreciate the heads up there, but yes, it's been addressed.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Charlene. All right. Moving on to the mayor's report. Council, just a quick reminder, obviously it's June, so June, July, and August, we go to 1 meeting per month. Jesse and I need to have a quick personnel committee meeting. Randy, you got that list in front of you?
Yes, I'm the chair. Gail Dearman's on it and Bob Merriman.
Okay, we need to line up a personnel meeting quickly for a new hire in the water department and possibly someone full-time in the sewer department. So as soon as possible on that, it should not be a long meeting, probably a half hour at most.
Want to try to coordinate it with Jason, so we do them all at the same time?
Well, he needs it
He
as
don't
soon
have
as
his calendar
possible.
yet.
Well, we'll find out tomorrow.
Not the same people.
I was gonna say, if you need it now, you wanna do Monday?
It's fine.
6 o'clock Monday?
Yeah, I'm good.
6 p.m. Monday.
Yep.
Personnel meeting. Thank you, guys.
I
We
will let,
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Let me see. I'll let Gail know.
Yeah, it won't take long.
It won't, I was gonna say, it should not take very long at all. All right. Thank you, council. And lastly, we did receive our cannabis money for the month of May 2026. The total came to $71,405.38. That is all I have tonight. I'll turn it over to Jesse for the administrator's report.
Thank you, Mayor. I don't have a whole lot, well, I have a lot, but I don't have a lot. So the mayor spoke, did the spring cleanup. We've been utilizing, this is, it got better this year. Usually you'll see like 5 roll-offs. We have 2, and we didn't put anything in the 2. We've been utilizing all 3 trucks. Now, the 3rd truck that we have, the 3rd trash truck, that truck we're probably going to want to be selling that. It needs a lot of work, but the Packard works very well. So we utilized 3 trucks, got everything all taken care of on Monday. Now this Monday is going to be a big route, so we'll probably utilize our dumpsters, or our roll-offs, excuse me. But we got it done. Also regarding sanitation, in our contract with Kimball, it's a 3-year contract with a 1-year rider. He's going to come down on Monday and maybe extend it another year. So far, everything's been going good. There's no issues. I said I have no problem with that. I'll discuss further with council on that. It's November 1st is the contract renewal, but we can go another year in the bid form because Kimball's the only one that came out for bid that year 3 years ago. So, but like as I told them, like my goal is we had our own receiving box, but the receiving box was beyond fixable. So to fix that was like $10,000. We can buy a new one for 12, and that's still a goal long term, to have as much as control of trash as we can, like our own stuff, our own boxes. Maybe have a roll off or 2 that we own. It just is going to save money in the long term. And we'll discuss further that on sanitation on a meeting. We take everything out to the landfill on Amsterdam. They give us a rate. I think the rate went up. It was 26 per ton if we went out. I think it might have went up a couple dollars. We only go out there once in a while, but it's quick and easy. The new billing system for water is going better. I did speak with the MuniLink about training. The gentleman who is the trainer is willing to come to, this is what he does, because we're going to be transitioning to support from where we're at now. So the support team, which we've talked to, I talked with the girls, and I said he's willing to come here for 1 day or 5 days or whatever. So we're going to be talking about that tomorrow. We have a MuniLink Zoom meeting tomorrow for the transition over to a support team. So I have no problem with that. Council, like you said, you had no problem with them coming in and train a little bit more, just to tie up some loose ends. They're doing very well. Got our new bills from the billing company in Weirton. Print and press. So they look the same, but they're a different company. They're also going to do our delinquent notices and our new service cards as well. The online bill pay is slowly getting out there. E-billing, I've been pushing that pretty hard. I'm signed up for it. I'm signed up for e-billing. So what does that mean? It means that if you sign up for if you sign up on your online pay, which is WintersvilleAuthorityPay.com, you sign up on that. You can do your auto pay. You can, however you want to do it. You can do it monthly. If you go e-billing, that means that you won't get an actual paper bill. You will just get a email with your bill on it. Hence, that's going to save money on postage because we send out about between 17 and 1,900 bills every month, so it's about $777. So every month that when Tammy takes it down to Steubenville Post Office, it'll scan how many pieces of mailers that are going out and what the cost is. So next month I should see that going down. That's the goal. E-billing, make it convenient. You can still stop in and pay. You can still drop it off in the side box 24/7. It doesn't matter. But the whole goal is for auto pay and e-billing. And as soon as Tina presses the post button for posting bills before they're sent, you get a notification in your email and you can pay it right then and there. So you get everything before the bills are sent out. I'm already signed up. So that's going very well. We're going to be doing hydro flushing in the next couple weeks due to the spring cleanup. We kind of moved it around a little bit, but we do it, like I said, every May and June, and every either October or November. We do it twice a year. So that will be done. We'll let you know what's going on. That will be done on midnight shift as usual. Usually it's 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Sunday night through Thursday night or Friday. Teddy did it last year. They did 4 10s. So it worked out very well. And when everybody's sleeping, that's when we do it. Street department, they've been doing patchwork, culvert work, ditch work, catch basin work. As you see on Main Street, you see a couple of the inlet catch basins that are collapsed with the cement. We have a solution for that. I talked with Ferguson Waterworks. They have what they call iron inlet grates that we're going to install on all our areas. We do have a couple of those iron inlet grates right now that have been there. So we're going to get those fixed. That way that problem doesn't occur anymore. So also the overhead signs on Main Street, talked with ODOT personnel, engineer. They're going to come down in the next couple weeks. I told them that we had spring cleanup going on. I said, we'll do whatever. They just needed maybe some traffic control. I said, we have the police, or we have the aero board, whatever you need. They're going to do that. And then we will do the street signs on the side that we're responsible for. That's about all I have right now. I do have a lot more, but there's some other things that I'm waiting for answers for to bring it out to you guys. So anybody got any questions or anything? And on a side note, I did meet with these very nice people from TGS a couple times in the office. So, you know, I'm glad that they came, and they're very receptive. I told them whatever they need, call me. They have my direct cell phone number, which is 740-381-8949 for the world to now know about, which I've always had it. So, but yeah, and I do have a bigger map and everything. So, told them whatever they need. So that's all I have.
All right. Thank you, Jesse.
Thank you, Mayor.
Moving on to unfinished business.
I got a couple for you. So, we still have that same issue with the JV Green Team with garbage not being contained over the, well, not garbage, recyclables not being contained and blowing into people's yards. I seen the guy that came here and spoke. He said it's still doing the same thing.
I have a possible solution, and I'll give it to you guys next or through an email or next month. I come up with a solution, and I haven't worked on it yet. I think something that might work.
And then bringing that, okay, and this is another one. Over on Starkey and Beach with people speeding, they want to know if you could put that thing over, try to people over. The guy said there was a guy going 50 miles per hour down there. He couldn't even see his light split.
Okay. Well, I just had a complaint in town too. Yes, I'll get with Captain
speeding
Fabian.
everywhere.
And the last one was about the cannabis investments we spoke about. What we're gonna
We'll have
do
that resolution for July for sure.
here. That's all I got on those
Yeah.
three. Thank you.
I believe, what was it, the 2nd? We opened up for bids for Caddis Road of this month, or was it the 5th?
It's going to be the It got moved 2 weeks. It's not going to affect anything. It's going to be like the 22nd or 23rd of this month because of the EPA didn't sign off on a document or whatever on their end. Now, we could have went and did it, but EPA didn't sign, or from what I was gathering, the EPA, it's a permit or the license or whatever, they haven't signed off on it yet, so we're holding off for 2.5 weeks to get it done, which is not going to affect the construction. It's not going to delay anything. It's just, we just have to wait because we've gone this far. We don't want to bid and not have the proper documentation from EPA or whomever. We've come this far, so it's not going to change anything. It's going to get done, and it will be a online virtual bid. That way, nobody's going to have to come to one central location. You get online, everybody sees their bids right then and there, and then it's done.
Okay, thank you. And where do we stand? Do we still have any vehicles that we are waiting to get auctioned off? Or?
Yes. All I got to do is grab the pictures of the police cars and get them put on in 10 days. Give a 10-day notice, and we'll get them put on and get them done.
All right.
That will get done. My
Thank you.
apologies on that.
Anybody else for unfinished business?
If I could just say, when you guys have that sanitation meeting, can you contact me and let me know when that's going to be? Because I want to be there, so I can make sure I get that ordinance how you want it, okay? And if you wanted to invite, I don't know if you guys are going to invite any of the sanitation guys, but that might be a good idea also to see how they take it, what they think.
Okay.
Thanks, Jake. All right. Moving on to new business.
All right, so people have seen these little like mopeds on the road. They're like slowing traffic down. So what are we going to do with the unregistered motor vehicles that are on the road that it's going to cause an accident pretty soon? These little teeny mopeds that got driving around. They're on,
E-bikes?
yeah.
E-bikes.
I mean, they're on the. I mean, I seen almost 2 accidents because the guy's like slowing the traffic down and people are trying to get around him and he's slowing down and he's speeding up. What are we going to do with that?
I haven't researched that. Chief, are those street legal as far as you know?
I think they're street
Even if they
legal.
don't have a plate, they're street legal. Like a motorcycle has a license plate.
They're in big cities everywhere.
Bicycle.
They're all over big cities.
Well, we mop one off the street and figure it out.
You have to abide by your traffic laws, but they are allowed on the village streets.
Thank you, Chief.
So are they to be used on the streets, or can they be used on the sidewalks also?
Well, they're on the sidewalks too. Like you said, she was walking, told me she was about to get ran over, but she didn't move. As it blew by.
I have to research it.
Anybody else for new business? Anybody got anything? I don't think there's any bills, right?
Nope.
All right, moving on. No bills. We would just need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Merriman.
Yay.
Mr. Mattern.
Yay.
Dr. Scarpone.
Yay.
Mr. DeStefano.
Yay.
Mr. Spence.
Yay.
All right, our next council meeting will be Thursday, July 2nd, 2026 at 7 p.m. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you.